Good evening and welcome to Left, Right and Centre this Friday night. I'm Nidhi Razdan. Tonight, the Liberhan report looking at the Babri demolition was the big political explosion of the week. The report has been dissected and debated, so tonight we want to look ahead and ask whether the Ram Temple is still a relevant issue. And the Prime Minister's much talked about visit to Washington. Was it style over substance? Do log on to ndtv.com/Nidhi and send us your comments and tweets. We'll be displaying them throughout the course of the next 60 minutes. Joining me on the show tonight, Congress spokesperson Manish Tiwari, BJP spokesperson Ravi Shankar Prasad, India's former Foreign Minister Mr. Natwar Singh, the editor of the Telegraph in Delhi, Manani Chatterjee. Now, first up tonight, finally, after 17 years and 48 extensions, the contents of the Liberhan report, which looked at the events, other top BJP leaders like Mr. Advani and Murli Manohar Joshi have been severely criticized. But tonight, we look ahead and ask, is the Ram Temple still a relevant issue? And I'd like to begin by asking the entire panel the overall question, Mr. Prasad. Does the Liberhan report, is it going to hurt the leaders who've been named in it, or is it going to unite the Sangh Parivar?
No, first of all, the report as it is not only shows its bias, but also not worthy of any follow-up action the government's ATR you have seen, because they're understanding it.
The larger picture first, though.
No, but since you have mentioned about Mr. Bajpai, let me explain it. They have named 68 people as responsible. Commission of Inquiry Act says under 8B, you must give notice to the person before condemning it. A man of the stature of Mr. Bajpai has not been noticed. 26 others have not been noticed. And I wish your viewers to know that Deoraha Baba is a great saint who has taken Samadhi, almost akin to Shirdi Baba in North India, in Bihar, UP, MP. He has also been named as an accused. So this is as far as the highly ridiculing nature of the report is concerned.
Give me the larger picture first. Does it hurt the BJP or does it help the BJP?
No, it is
Before we get to the nitty-gritty.
It is just a one-week phenomenon, because the spat between the commission and the lawyer is well known. It is sweeping in its generalization. It will remain a talking point. Unity or non-unity is not a question here. What we are simply saying is that this report by itself, in no way I would repeat that, because why is it biased nature? Narsingha Rao has been left out. When was
okay.
this?
We will talk about the merits and demerits, but Manish, what's the larger impact of this?
Well, the larger impact of the report is that it confirms what was perceptually always believed by the people, that the Bharatiya Janata Party, the RSS, created an environment from 1985 to 1992 which led to the demolition of the mosque. And all those people who have been named as culpable are culpable, including Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who is guilty by association. If Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee had all that anguish, nothing stopped him from distancing himself from the BJP. He should have resigned from the Bharatiya Janata Party. And let me also jog the memory of your viewers. It was Mr. Vajpayee, as leader of the opposition, who wrote to the President of India in 1990 withdrawing support from the Vishwanath Pratap Singh government on the issue of Ram Janambhoomi. So if the court has come to certain conclusions merely because there was an apparent or alleged procedural vitiation, does not take away from the merits of the report.
You know, I'm told it consists of 1,000 pages, and I am too old to read it. And it's taken 17 years to produce this report. I remember Mr. Indira Gandhi telling me that, Natwar, we have three things which have failed in this country. One is education, two, judiciary, three, health. Now, justice delayed is justice denied. I don't know the merits of the thing. You know, I'm no longer in any political party. I'm a gentleman at large, at peace with myself. But the fact of the matter is that if you have to wait 17 years, appoint more judges, why only one person? And let him produce something which even educated common people can at least...
You think the whole exercise has been a bit of a farce?
Well, I won't use the word farce, but justice delayed is justice denied. And, you know, a number of people have died. A number of people are bedridden. They can't respond. There are 3 prime ministers who've been named in it. And he hasn't said, as far as I could gather, as to what punishment has to be, what action has to be taken.
Tuba.com